Alright guys, these are the colors we use on this tutorial. These are the palette that we just used. It's a messy one. I put too much of the cobalt blue. I didn't realize I'll be just using a small one. We used the marsh black. That's the titanium white, and that's a silver. I use a little bit, not too much. Then we have the cadmium orange and cadmium yellow, and that would be the blue turquoise in there for the sky. And these are our final product that we created. I hope you enjoy this video. I want to show you the value of what we did, the orange mixture going out yellow to white, so and then from the top orange going down. So, and this is the tiny section that I just added. You can ignore that if you want, but since it doesn't really make a difference if you are farther, so I just added it. So here you go. That's our simple beginner step-by-step tutorial birch tree, the yellow one. If you want red, you can. If you want purple leaves, you can. Hey, welcome. We are back again. Today we are using a canvas panel. It is a 16 by 20 master touch, but you can use any canvas panel that you have. You can get it from Hobby Lobby or any art supply store. I like the panel because it's easier for me to frame when I am done with my painting. Today we are painting a birch tree. First we're going to paint the background. So I am using a titanium white for the background, mixed with the blue turquoise and probably some cobalt blue for the background, and marsh black. So just kind of paint your background first. I'm adding that blue turquoise in the sky section, the upper section of our canvas. Load with titanium white. And then just a hint of the cobalt blue and here in the bottom section, in the lower right. And also in the lower left section. Adding small turquoise, and then just mix it with all those titanium white. Not too much. We'll just add it there. just like that. So our background is done. Then I will be doing the farthest trees first, and then so it's going to be thin trunks on the farthest, but it will be the darkest color. And then we go to the next section, a little bit bigger and a little bit lighter from the first one, and then the third row a little bit bigger from the second row, and then darker, and until we get closer to our birch trees, probably about an inch on those trunks, the closest we have. Alright, I'm going to load again another, you know what, I'll load another white later on. So this would be my farthest birch trees trunks. So it's just random, very small, just like that. If you're not comfortable using the slant brush and it's so huge, because you really need to be careful when you try to push it, not a slight push, not too much, because if you do push too much it's gonna be bigger instead of smaller. So if you can't if you're not satisfied, or if you're not comfortable using the big brush, try using the detailed brush, so you have a guaranteed small thin version of our tree trunks. So I'll be doing that. Maybe there's one in here close to it, and there's another one in here, and lastly one in here. Alright, so that's our darkest section. Okay, so now I have a little bit of white in my brush already, so I'm just kind of mixing that, so it's a little off compared to the black. And I will be doing a instead of one stroke, I'll be doing 2 strokes from the first trunks that we did. It is, hold on, let me get a load of white. For now I'm running out of white. I'm just reloading my paints. More whites in this section. Okay, so I'm just loading the black and a hint of white. So instead of just one row, I'll be doing 2. So it's kind of like double the thickness of our first trunks, and it's lighter. I'm just making it thicker, so compared to the first one it's a little thicker and a hint lighter. So, and then I have maybe one in here, okay, and one in there. Then I'll add another section, probably here. Okay, that's our second row of those trunks. All right, and then I'll add one in here. And I'm just mixing. I just keep reloading my brush. There you go. So a very slight, let me focus it so that you know what I'm talking about. A very slight brighter color compared to our first one, and then thicker. So let's put it back. Then I will mix another load. Right, I might have one in here next to that small one. Okay. I'm not satisfied with this one, so I'm just trying to fix it and make it, you know, make it darker. That one in there. Okay. All right. And let's add another one in this section here. Maybe like that. Just make sure that it's at least double the size or the thickness of the first one that we did, and then lighter color. All right, we're adding the third row now. We're making the third row. So double the size of the second one and lighter. So I'm adding more white now with what I have. Adding more white, adding more white, and adding more white. Needs to be lighter. So I'll test it if it's lighter. I want more lighter than that, so I'm adding a lot of the titanium white. And then I want it bigger, so it's like at least double the size on that one. Okay, I have that in there. So let's get it closer. So those are the different types that we just created. So let's keep working on that. I like that. I like what we did, so I'm just keep adding it. Maybe one in here. Maybe it's crossing that small one. So not all of the trunks are straight. So just keep that in mind as well. Okay, and maybe I can add one in here. There you go. There you go. I can add one in there. And then the next one I will be, so whatever is in here already, it's like a grayish. I have a gray version. This is the silver. I was trying to kind of like, I was hoping I would use it, but it seems like I don't really need it right now. So I'll just add more of the titanium white to the one we just mixed already in there. So it's really titanium white. So I will be making the biggest one, which is that way in there. And this is the biggest one. Okay, I will this is just the first layer of this big one. So most of the details that needs to be added would be probably on our biggest one, or maybe this one as well. We probably could add another detail than that one. Right, I'll add more titanium white so it's brighter. I want it brighter. Alright, and then I want a big one, maybe somewhere here. Okay, this is a huge one, so it's overlapping this one. Don't worry if it overlaps, that is pretty normal in the forests. Trees overlaps each other when we look at them. So we have another one in there, and let's add one in here. Okay, let's add one in there. Let's add one in there. One in there. Alright. That's pretty big. So we have a three huge one. 1, 2, 3. I might add one in here. Okay. Let's add more white in there. We can add more layer later on as well. Okay, I want to add one in here. Let's see, maybe this way. I want to wipe my brush since there's a gray in there that's already in my brush. I want it white, like really white. Okay. Alright. So those are our 4 big ones. 1, 2, 3, 4 big ones. Okay. Right, I want to change my brush to the smaller version of the slant brush. Right, let's, I think it's the, I think this one in here is a little wet, but I think we can work on that one. So I'm just grabbing a load of that marsh black, just a small one, you know. Then you just kind of streak it this way. And every time you try to streak it, it's the white one goes to your brush. So just wipe it out, because we don't want it. We want the black one. We want it this way, going that way, going that way. Okay? And of course, from this side, we want it that way. And remember, the white one goes to our brush. Wipe it again. Or if you don't want it, if you don't want to keep wiping it, just dry your painting. You can dry your painting. Right, I'm wiping it again, and I want just a, you know, just a, not too much on my brush, and I want just to kind of follow the edge and just kind of streak it just like that. Let's focus it so you know what I'm talking about. So what I'm doing is from here, I'm just trying to get it inside. Just like that. So keep doing it until you are done with this particular trunk, and then we work on the rest of the bigger trunks. So that's how I pretty much did it. And we can come back later again to add additional details. It's very simple. Just take time and patience to do our birch tree. Okay. Let me load another black. I'm out of black. Didn't realize I'll be using a lot of black on this one. I know I'm going to be using a lot of white, but not a lot of black. Alright. And I'm just kind of trying to fix it. Make it like smooth, elongated trunk in there. Step back and take a look at what you did. Put this one in here. I want it like that. And this one too. Okay, I'm happy with that. So let's go to the other one. Put this one in here. Let's start doing the same way. Alright, you know what? I like doing this first because it will help me mix my color later on. Okay. Ta-da! Alright. Let's add those in the side. Take your time. Be patient. You need to take a break. Take a break. This is not a contest. So This is very simple beginner birch tree painting. Not too much work. It's just very tedious. So it's too much black, like I said, just add white on your brush and then just streak it with the white one, so it will balance out itself. Okay, so don't worry. So let's finish that one. Let's finish this up and then we should be good to go. Alright, I got too much black, so I'll just add a white one in there. So if it's too much black, add some white, you know, and then just do a layer on those black that you think it's too black. Okay, let's do the other one. Let's do this one in here. Again, just a very thin load, and then let's do that. And let's treat that first. And then let's do this. It's too black, add the white one. So it's pretty much a repeat. Just take patience. Very simple, but take patient. Patient with this type of painting. Okay. Alright, let's do this one in here. Okay, there you go. Alright, we're done with the third one. Let's finish with the other one. We did this last because this was the last one that we did. We don't want it too wet when we do our streaks all over. Just like that. Very thin load. And do the same thing again. Very simple. You can do this with your friends, with your, kid if you have a kid. Your partner if you want to do something to do together. This is very simple to follow. It's not much going on, it's just a repeats. Same motion, same. So we have 4. You can also make a, how do you call this one? You can make 5 of those big ones if you like, but I'm not going to do that, so I'll leave it that way. But this next one, I will be adding those as well, but not too much, not as thick as well as the other one. Let me focus it. Alright, so this one, we see two details in there. This one is just like a hint, but not too much. Oh, sorry about that. We don't want it too much. Just like that. I don't want it too details. Okay? I don't want it too detailed. Then just add a streak of those here and there, just the small ones. So let me see. See the difference? It's not too much details compared to the other one. So alright, well, let's do this one too. It's like almost pretty much almost like same color or same, it's like a transparent pretty much to what it has already in there, but I just have that tiny pattern going on, but you don't really quite see, because we don't want it shown so much. We don't want details in there. We want details. Okay? Then just add those tiny streaks. Streaks here, here and there. Not too obvious. Just random, wherever. Too big. That's fine too. Alright, there you go. Right, I want to add some in this one and probably this one. So I probably could focus this. Alright, this one I want to add some. You see the difference of the details compared to the other one? It's not too much, because we don't want it shown, because it's a little farther, so we're emphasizing, oh, this one is farther than the other one, and I don't kind of quite see what's going on that one. So just got a hint of those details, but not too much. Oh, I forgot to do the streaks. Just here and there. Okay, and once in a while go step back and check your work, if you're happy with your work or not. Again, if it's too dark, just add white. That's all we do. Just add white. If it's too dark, just add black. If it's too light, until you are satisfied. Alright, I'm satisfied with that one. I'm probably trying to make it wider in here. Okay, so I might add in this one too, since it's peeking. This one is peeking out, so I'll just go ahead and add some on that one. Okay, and I'll just add some white and mix it in there, and here you go. There you go. And don't forget those streaks. And there. Close this one too. Alright. I want this one a little flatter in the bottom section. Okay, so there you go. That's my birch trees. Very simple. Alright, I'm switching my brush. I'm switching my brush to detailed brush. Okay, and I am adding some branches. Let's say I have a branch here, and I'm just adding those. Yeah, I just added there. There you go. Here's my tiny branch. Just adding it there. So I'll be adding it probably here. I want some in there. Alright, let's add one in there. Alright, step back, take a look where you want to add your branches. I want to add one in here. There you go. Let's see, where do I want to add? Right, I want one in here, sticking out there. So, and let's see, this one in here. I want one in here. Fix that. There you go. So I have two in that one. Let's see. I might want this one in this section. Like that. This one is going this way as well. This is a little bigger. want two in here, so I'm adding another one, going that way. Small one, but not too much. Alright, I think that should be good. Alright? Then grab your, I'm grabbing my filbert brush. My leaves would be yellow. This is a medium yellow. If you want a different leaves, you can, but this is a cadmium medium yellow. Right, I'm adding the yellow. I was debating on making it orange or yellow, but we'll see. So just add your yellow in there. Let's focus it so you see what I'm doing. Okay, I'm pretty much just push and down, push and down, push and down, then push and down, push and down, push and down. That's all I'm doing. Then I'm just making like a bush. That would be my leaves. That's just the first layer. We're going to add more in there. So let's add more on the rest of them. So keep adding it. This one is a bigger one in here. If your trunks are still wet, dry it first so they don't get mixed with the yellow, because the yellow are like transparent. It needs more layers on it. Okay, so I'm just adding that in there. This one we have two in here, so let's just keep adding it. So if you want your leaves to be red, you can use red. If you want it pink, you can use pink. Alright, those are for the leaves in the branches. Grab your bigger, next size up of your filbert brush. I'm grabbing my next size up filbert brush, and it's like 2 to 3 inches maybe on the top. We are going to fill it with leaves in here, so about 2 inches all the way across the top. We're going to fill that out with leaves. So just grab your filbert and just, you know, top it there. That's the biggest, or the next size up of our filbert brush. So I'm just adding it that way. You can also do it up. It's easier for you. So just do that. Alright. Then I'm going back to the same filbert that we use for the one in the branches, but I will be mixing it with white. So mixing that with white, so it's a lighter version. Then I will be doing the second layer. So just topping it. Those are the second layer. Just adding it randomly. So make sure you have whites, because we want that lighter yellow. There you go. And of course this one in here, we're adding a lighter yellow. This one as well. Alright. You can't see much of a difference, but it kind of add values on our color. Then I will be just using the white, just the white, just the titanium white. Alright, just the titanium white on random section. There we go, just the titanium white. Just the titanium white on random section. Not all. Okay, so we pretty much done with the branches. So let's go back to the top. Right. It's going to be the yellow mixed with white, but still the small brush, not the next size up. And then just do random, just randomly add this lighter white, lighter yellow. The one with the white mixed with yellow, just randomly add those in there. Yes, just random. Okay, and then go get your titanium white, really titanium white, no mix or whatsoever, and then just grab those and just add it randomly as well. Okay, just add it randomly. So we added all the layer yellow mixed with white and then white, just white on all our branches, and also the top layer in this section. I think we can add some of this cadmium orange. Let's try it, how it looks. Just a small amount. It's a very small amount. All right, let's add it in the closer to the branch, just like that. I'm mixing it with yellow. I think it's better to mix with yellow. It's not too much popping, but it's just a hint of orange. Not too much taking away our yellow. So Let's just add it somewhere closer to our branch. Okay, just like that. Let's get it closer so you see. It's closer to the branch. The orange mixed with yellow, just closer to the branch. Okay. And let's finish the rest of this. This one in here. And of course, add it on the upper section. So just randomly from, like, just estimate it, the middle going out. So just randomly add those in the space, because there's a space in there. So just randomly add it. Okay, just keep mixing those orange and yellow, and then just fill those space in there. A lot of space in there, so just fill it out. All right, so, and then I still have some kind of yellow in there. I just want to go ahead and add it, since I still have spaces anyway, so I'm just trying to fill up those spaces. So I'm just kind of like adding it. I like it going up for some reason, so just keep filling up those. Okay, there you go. And maybe some white, since I still have white as well. So I'm just adding some white. Fill the space. Just trying to fill up the spaces. Okay. There we go. Fill up the spaces. Alright. Let's step back. Let's step back and take a look at what we have. What are we missing? We probably could add some branch in the bottom area, or maybe a foliage or a bushes. We can do that if you want. I'll probably just I'll add some branches, but I don't want it with leaves. So maybe just a small branch, just like that. Maybe some here. And that's doing that way in there. Let's see, maybe this one is going that way. This one is going this way. Alright, that's it. I don't want it with leaves. You can if you want. It's up to you. Let's see, what else are we missing? Alright, I can add more white and grab another brush, a different brush. This is a different brush. I still have white grayish kind in my plate anyways, so just adding in the middle of those. Just kind of blending them, not too much. Maybe some a little bit here. Some a little bit here. And some a little bit here. Alright, let's see. Okay, and I probably want to add the streaks. Yeah, I want those big streaks. It's a random, just a random big streaks. No pattern, just a random. Step back. Okay, I like it better. And I'm gonna add it here. Some in here. And of course this one in here we have to add it too. Alright, I'm pretty good with that. Okay. So if you want, you probably could add let's see, just the yellow. I still have one, maybe here, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah, then 1. It doesn't really show much in there anyways, so that's fine. That is fine with me. And don't forget to sign your work. If I find my detail brush, there we go. Just sign your work is very important. So let's sign our work here. That's our yellow birch tree for beginners step-by-step tutorial. Thank you for joining me in this video, and I hope I'll see you again. Don't forget to like and share, or comment if you have a question. Let me know down below, or follow me on Facebook, JJ Burton, and hope to see you next time. God bless. Bye bye.